What's going on, guys? It's Cliffy here today, chasing a rather low total in a one-day international. And I just want to say a few things before we do go and get into the bulk of this episode. Just want to again apologize for the lack of videos that we had over just basically last Wednesday and last Thursday because my laptop updated, crapped itself out. I went and explained it all on Monday. I do really want to say sorry about that. And secondly, obviously today, May the 4th. May the 4th be with you. So, International Star Wars Day. I guess here in New Zealand it may not be May the 4th yet where you are watching, but I just thought I'd go and add that in because it is something quite cool and a little bit quirky. But today we are playing, hoping to increase because that one-day international average that we have, it isn't the greatest. It's not good. I think after about 12 or 13 games, only 130 runs on the board. So we really need to go and work on that and try and just get that average up a little bit. And I think a good knock here today, especially chasing a lowish total, is going to potentially be the way to go and get that done. So fingers crossed we can go and do it. We're off to a good start, 8 of 4, and I don't actually have any IPL to talk about today because, again, I haven't done my homework, I haven't done my research, and I do feel really bad about that. And, oh my God. The one thing I do hate about playing on PS3 is the controller because my controller charger just doesn't seem to work anymore, and it will do that all the time and just freeze. But we are back, we're sorted, we're hitting boundaries for fun, and there is another one. So that is our third 4 of the over. I was kind of thinking how I was going to get that out, but our third 4 of the over. It's gone 4.4.4, and we're not going to carry on that streak. It isn't going to be a dot ball. It's going to be another one that is driven through the covers, and I'm imagining that that is going to go all the way as well. It has just crossed the line, and that is 16 off the over. 16 off 6, and we will definitely take that. A good start, and we are already up above our average, which is very good to see. We just need to keep it going, and it would be nice to finish with a not out here, especially, being in the power play. It does give us a lot of freedom to play the way we want to play, and that, I think, sometimes is a little bit of the concern, especially if we do manage to bat through or don't get much of the strike in the first 10 overs. Then the field does spread. All of a sudden, I start to get frustrated, and this is definitely the case. I do get frustrated, try and go for the big lofted drive to get the boundary, and because of that, it ultimately results, more often than not, in a wicket being out caught in the deep or one that's mistimed, through to the keeper or taken by a guy inside the inner ring. But, today I think we just need to go and just be patient. Patience is the key. It is a one-day international. We don't need to go and strike at 200 like we are at the moment, but we are going to continue to go and hopefully build on this good start that we've got. This solid platform, 18 off 9. And at the moment, it is just Rohit Ali that we are facing. So it would be nice to mix it up a little bit and possibly get in against someone else. Now they have moved that man from, I think he was fielding an extra cover back to, he was fielding an extra cover to a regular cover. So it is now harder to go and drive through that area. We are going to still continue to try and do it. But as you can see, just straight to that man because he is, a little bit straighter than the extra cover would be. So we just need to go and try and work things around. I'm trying to play off my pads. I'm trying to run one fine down to third man. I'm not even sure where the 2 men outside the circle are. That's a nice shot for one, worked off the pads, and they do actually have a player out there who is stopping that. But if we can get it fine enough, fine leg does seem to be inside the ring. So if it is fine enough, it is going to go and get past that man quite easily. And same field again. We've been put in a little bit of a stranglehold. Finally, we get one run down to third man. That's where another guy is. He's down there, probably more at a deep square leg than a deep third man. I think I said fine leg before. I do apologise. It was run down to third man. And that is the one thing with Mohammad Ifran is you can almost guarantee that more often than not, it is going to be a shorter ball. And we do... Well, in the end, we do get there quite comfortably, but we did need to get our running shoes on to get us up and sorted there, which is what has been done. And all of a sudden, now that we've played those few dabs down to third man, I was going to say, I'm hoping that he goes and gets a little bit straighter. Not too straight, because that one there was just going and probably just missing the off stump, which, we don't want to do. As I said, we have got off to a good start. We want to continue it. We've just had 2 off the pads in the last 2 balls. And this is where patience comes into effect. We just need to be patient. We've had a couple of dot balls. There's no need to go and do anything rash off this, which we haven't done. We've just gone and flicked one to mid-wicket. The decision to run was almost a rash decision, but sent back with plenty of time to spare. And that's all there is to it. It is patience, and that is what we are hoping to do. I guess I can talk a little bit about some Indian Premier League and just, injuries. A lot of players have been getting injured. There was a stat that I saw, a post that I saw on Facebook the other day, and it was the 4 starting players, overseas players, for the rising Pune Supergiants. All 4 international players, or overseas players, whatever you want to call them, that started in the first game have now returned, not necessarily to the country of origin, but returned home, I guess you would say, with injuries. So Faf du Plessis out, KP's out, Steve Smith is the latest one to go, and Mitchell Marsh is gone as well. So George Bailey has been signed as a little bit of an injury replacement for them as well. So it'll be good to see him, because he's another guy who, played very well with Kings 11, and there's a chance. There is a chance for Pakistan. Just quite can't manage to hold on to it. There we go. We got there in the end. And in the meantime, we've actually raced away to 30 runs. And again, it's been 30 risk-free runs, and Dave Warner's down the other end. He's doing his bit, 17 of 23 as well. So, things are going along quite nicely. We aren't going and overdoing it, obviously. But we do need to watch out for those. It's swinging in just a little bit, we are going to be caught pretty plumb LBW. But that cover's there again. That cover fielder is frustrating. I really would prefer him to be an extra, because then we can go and get it through. But if you can drive as nicely as that between the 2 players, you probably are going to go and actually you are going to go and pick up 4. I was going to say it may have gone, the fielder may have chased it down. That is also the 50 partnership that has been brought up between these 2. And just like that, we are moving ever so closer to that elusive one-day international 50. I don't think that we have hit one yet. I think if we did manage to get this, it would be the maiden one-day half-century. We have really excelled. I was looking through my stats, I think yesterday possibly, when I was going through and playing a few games. We really have excelled in basically all formats of the game except one-day internationals and tests. So basically the only format we have excelled in is 2020 cricket. I think our T20 record, it is incredible. You've seen it before. But yeah, one-day internationals especially, and test matches just seem to, I was just trying to think what it was that I was looking for there, but just don't seem to be getting the job done. But getting the job done, we are today. There is another boundary 4, and the required run rate has dropped down. It almost is at 3.5 now. And Ajmal, if you're going to toss up those pies, they probably should get taken to the boundary. But again, patience is key. 42 off 27, you won't complain about that. That is a good strike rate in T20 cricket, let alone in one-day internationals. And we just got to go and just keep nudging it around. We've picked up that boundary, obviously, early in the over. We're not going to take one there. That was probably another good ball to really run down to third man, which is a shot that we have really mastered probably within the last 2 to 3 months. It has really become a little bit of a whip that one away off the back foot. It really has become a shot that we can, use quite freely, and is a very good run scoring option for us, especially if you have, men out at cover, deep extra cover, which quite often is the case when I come up against bowling attacks. So this is the final over of the power play. Again, we don't need to do anything silly. We are going at, if my maths is correct, probably should have played that off the back foot. 9, going at over 7, I think. Yeah, we're going at about 7.5. So Dave Warner, I think, has probably picked up his game a little bit and picked up his strike rate, striking at just under 100 now. So that is very positive, and we are just taking some big wild swings. We're 6 away from that elusive half century. We've got to go and get there. We've just got to make it. I just want to get there. It would be nice if we could go on and finish up big. Finally, we play a shot, a bit of an aggressive shot. I just thought, with the field up, we may as well make the most of it. There it is. There's the 6, boys, and that is going to mean that we pick up our maiden one-day international 50. And look what it means to Cliffy, raising the bat. He is one happy chappy. So we move on to 50 off just 32 deliveries. 75 is the team score, and doing pretty well. That one there really could have gone the distance Very, very short ball, not exactly super duper quick. And as I said, probably should have gone the distance. But 50 off 33, we will definitely go and take that. And this is the final ball of the power play, and we have gone down the ground because hell, why not? We've got the fielders up. We may as well make the most of it. There's another 6, and that moves us on to 56. So at this stage, after 10 overs, 81 for none, which is just incredible when you think about it. And I don't know why I haven't been given the option to have a look at the field, because there is a player actually down there. I was hoping to go a hell of a lot straighter than that there, but we are doing a good job. We are striking very highly. David Warner is striking at 100 as well, so we just got to go and keep this up, and we are going to be looking at probably a fairly comfortable win. The required run rate down below 3, and this would be a very good win first up in this 3-match one-day international series. Beautiful shot again from Cliffy, just on the back foot, runs it again fine, using the pace down to third man, and the required run rate has dropped below 3, so it would take an absolute batting collapse here to see us finish down. That one there has gone a little bit squarer rather than fine, and we're going to have to get those running boots on again. The throw isn't great. It misses Safaraz Ahmed at the stumps. We pick up another 2, keep the strike, and things are just going. It's just going from good to better at the moment. 63 off 37. And that one there really should have been flicked away off the pads, because it was no way that was being run down fine to third man. But it's all right. We're not going to complain. Again, you know, just got to be patient. Just got to be patient, do the basics well. That there probably wasn't the greatest shot to play. And as you can see, fatigue starting to set in for Cliffy. He has only faced 39 balls, which is a little bit of a concern. And maybe that is why we have struggled in the test match arena. It also goes down to, I guess, trying to slog from one of the very first balls as well. So, but, oh, that's better. That's way finer. The timing just doesn't seem to be there, though, which is quite strange. But as you can see, Cliffy is really starting to struggle to come back for those seconds. Maybe it's the heat here, and I think we're playing in Abu Dhabi. Or maybe we are playing in Pakistan. I'm not sure. One of the two. But maybe the heat is starting to get to Cliffy, and it is affecting his play. But that one there, 2 slips still in, which is very, very strange. In the position that Pakistan are in, I guess they do have to go almost all out attack, because there's no way they're probably going to restrict us to a total. And I was going to go and try and go down the ground, but you know what? If you're going to bowl me pies like that, Sage, they are going. They are going for 6. There's another one. So there's no time for no mucking around. There's the 100 partnership. Only about another 100 runs left to get. It was only just over 100 that was gotten by the Pakistanis. And as I said, Sage, if you're going to bowl me these full tosses, mate, these full toss pies, they are going to disappear over the boundary fence for 6. There's no point mucking around. We have been patient long enough. Our timing finally is there. That one there may not have enough on it. It has. It's cleared the fielder. It's going to be 4 runs. We stay in. We stay alive. And we are just absolutely picking apart Sage now. And that has forced a change in the field. 2 men down the ground, which means I'm guessing... Oh, my God. I was going to say, I'm guessing someone behind the wicket has come up inside the circle. That's a very good shout for an LBW, by the way. As an umpire, I possibly could have given that, and they are going for the review. I think it may possibly be a little bit too high, possibly going down leg, but we will have to see. Very, very big bowling radar there. I'm not sure why it's so big, but as we can see, it depends how much it turns, maybe the height as well. Oh my God, it's hitting, it's going to be overturned. As I said, it was a very good, if I was the umpire, I would have given it out. And for good reason, so it is out. The umpire changed his decision, and Cliff is gone, just like that, for 83 off 45. So that is a very good score. First substantial contribution would be the word I'm looking for in one-day internationals. But we probably have done enough to see our side home very, very comfortably. Required run rate is only at 2.5. And as I said, we are only chasing just over 200, which we get there in the end after about 30 overs, thanks to that onslaught by myself and David Warner at the top. We get man of the match, 83 off 45. Unfortunately, couldn't go and capitalise and get to that 3-figure score. But still, as I said, our first substantial score in one-day international cricket, and we will definitely take it. Anyway, guys, do hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please remember to leave a like. If you are new, please do subscribe. Make sure you check out my Facebook and Twitter. Links that can be found down below in the description. Hope you're having a good week so far. Make sure you tune in tomorrow. I've got Rugby Challenge 3, Be a Pro Career, the first game of the competition proper for the Sydney Stars. So make sure you do not miss that.